David Ballarotto from our KDKA news team recently took a tour as construction continues. About 92%, the officials say, completed the Pittsburgh Airport. And what I have seen in videos and what I have seen in pictures, Post-Gazette writing about it today, pretty spectacular. Definitely a lot more roomy.
Yes, it will be more roomy, but it will be less roomy at the same time. And that's the important part. This is about downsizing the airport from one that was built 30 years ago to serve as a hub for U.S. Air, or U.S. Airways as it became known in the interim, to something that reflects the modern times. Back then, most of the people who were coming and flying into and out of Pittsburgh International Airport were making connecting flights. So they would never see anything of Pittsburgh other than what they saw as the plane was landing on the airstrip. So now what this new airport's going to do is it's going to have less space because it's going to be it's built for what it is now, which is an airport where all but 2% of the people that are traveling domestically are going from Pittsburgh to their destination, their final destination. So they're flying from Pittsburgh to Chicago, Pittsburgh to whatever city it is they're flying to, Orlando, which is a popular one, instead of flying to having somebody who's boarding a plane in Chicago, coming to Pittsburgh, flying 2 hours later to Newark or something like that. So that's what this new airport is built for. So it's going to be smaller, but it's going to be more modern.
In other words, it's going to be seamless. People are going to be able to get things done quicker.
Yes, pretty much.
Even the TSA lines, I noticed, are going to hopefully improve as far as time is concerned. They're at least trying to do that.
Well, remember, when that airport opened in 1993, 94, there was no TSA screening. That didn't happen until 9/11. So they had a very short period of time in September of 2001 to come up with this plan.
And
so this is one of the first airports, it's certainly the first airport to be built since COVID, but this is going to be one that has all new modern TSA screening facilities in there. There's going to be, at capacity, the ability to have 12 units operating at the same time. So during the busiest travel periods, they expect people to be able to get in and out. There's going to be conveyor belts that are going to send the trays back to the agents. So you don't have the TSA agents carrying them from point A to point B. It's going to be a whole lot faster in the process.
I don't know, man. I missed the invitation, but I'd love to see that place.
I'm sure they would enjoy having you out there someday.
Call me.
Bob Kurlick, invite him.
I'm the guy. But here's the other cool thing. Lots of new shops and eateries. Air Mall is going to be fantastic. This is well over $1 billion project. A lot of the building trades, carpenters, electricians, and plumbers working on the job. And the best part of all is that brand British Airways now with nonstop flights to London. So pretty cool stuff.
Right. Now keep in mind, this is the new airside building.
Right.
So what we know of the landside building, what we know of the airside building where the flights depart from once you go through security,
right,
it's going to be the same place.
Right.
So, but there's going to be a whole new arrivals area and a whole new departures area. So whenever people returning from Pittsburgh, they're going to be let off on a certain level. People who are arriving are coming off on another level. So it's going to be completely different from what you've seen before. And it should be very seamless. I mean, looking at it, whenever I was out there yesterday, there's not this confusing grid of this way, that way, or that way. It's all right out in the open.
So the next time I jet off to some exotic place, I'll get a chance to see it, right? All right, I'll be working, I'm sure, right here as I will be tonight at 6. He's David Ballarotto, and we are going to talk about the airport tonight because it's a very big story trending here in our region. Lots of good stuff with your Pat Pat. KDKA after local news at 6.